Good morning, everyone. I've got oil on my head, in case you're like, what's up with her hair today? Do you know what I found? See if I do the oil once, it's not really oil, well, it kind of is oil. Where is it? It's this stuff. Um, it's a prescription I get off the doctor. See if I do this once a week then now, it seems to be fine. Well, it seems to be a lot better than what it was, so that's what I'm doing today. I'm putting it on. Good morning, Gold Dust, Ashley. Good morning. I've not even got the chat or anything up yet. Wait till I show you what I done yesterday. Hold on, there we are. I found this. Look, I fixed it. It got his leg sewed on yesterday. So Blueberry has got his leg sewed on again. And it's trying to stay away from Daisy Doo. Did you see the wee video, the wee short I put on of Daisy Doo in the cockle? See if you've not watched it, go and watch it. I was laughing my head off. I'm going to pin in the chat if anybody wants to become a member of the channel, and you get special emojis and stuff like that, and a shout out on a Saturday. I'll pin it up above like that, and I'll shamelessly give myself a thumbs up on this video. Yeah, Daisy, do you know what? I just felt like having cockles. I've not cockles in years, right? Another day I was just sitting, I can't remember what I was watching. I was watching something anyway, and I thought, oh, I've not cockles in years. I think I'll get a couple of jars of cockles. So I got it, and I remember Mr. Mikey, if he gave him a cockle, he used to roll on it. So I shouted Peter and I says, let's give her a cockle and see what she does. Straight away, she was rolling. She saved us from the cockle. Helen, good morning, good morning. She saved us from the cockle that was going to attack the family. She rolled on it and rolled on it and rolled on it, and then she was putting it in her teeth and going and chewing it like that, and then rolling on it again. She thoroughly enjoyed it. It's so funny. I don't know why they do that. Do you think it's just to make sure it's dead? I don't know. Well, crocodiles do that, don't they? They roll on, they do a barrel roll, but aye. So she enjoyed the cockle, and we enjoyed watching her with it. And I've got another jar in there, so next time I open that jar, I'll give her one, and she'll be rolling on it again. It's hilarious. So I've got props coming today. I can't find. Good morning, GTA. Good morning to you. I don't know what I've done with my doctor's kit. No, how my wooden one. I had a wooden kit, doctor's props with syringe and all this kind of stuff. Don't know what I've done with it. I hunted my wardrobe where I keep everything. It's not there. I don't know what I've done with it. So I've ordered some new doctor's props. So I'm going to be doing that on Saturday. I'm going to be doing another doctor, because everybody seems to be enjoying the doctor's role plays at the moment. And I've got new props to play with, so it's going to be fun. Pink props it is as well, so I'll be doing that on Saturday for you. So I'm looking forward to getting my props today. God knows what I've done. Do you know, I'll find other ones now that I've ordered new ones. Harley baby, good morning, good morning. Look, I fixed it. Blueberry's leg is now fixed. Mind, it was dangling off yesterday because Daisy Doo got a hold of it. Is it afternoon with you? It's morning here. Tom, good morning. I love Ozzy. Ozzy's the man, isn't he? I loved watching the Osbournes. That was back in the day, and they were on MTV. I remember they were on MTV. And we just found it absolutely hilarious that they were so down to earth kind of thing, you know. More than down to earth. I remember Sharon one time, they were having a feud with the next door neighbours. They were having a feud with them. So she got one of the kids to poo in a box, and she sent it to them. I mean, who does that? And then they phoned the police on them. Can you mind this one? The neighbours phoned the police on Ozzy and Sharon because they were throwing meat over the fence into their garden. Who's got that kind of money these days anyway to be throwing meat about? You can't even afford. I don't think I've had a steak ever. There you are. In my whole life, I've never had a steak. I've had like the thin steak, but I've never actually had like a fat steak. And I'm sorry, Sophie will be mad with me, right? Because Sophie likes her steak like pink and stuff like that. I can't. And people will be saying I'm eating steak the wrong way. Mine's is going to be cremated. Mine's is going to be like burnt on the outside and brown completely on the inside. That's my kind of steak. Done. Sophie likes it like, oh, with the blood coming out it and stuff like that. I'm sorry, see if you're coming into the chat, if you could speak English, please, because we don't know what you're saying. We don't know what you're saying if you're typing in another language. And you could be saying anything. We like to keep this chat nice and happy and drama-free, etc., etc. Somebody might. You've got the range, Harley. Mine's is going to be, my steak is going to be fully done. Sophie likes hers like pink with the blood coming out it, and I'm like, oh God, I couldn't put that in my I couldn't put that in my mouth. Antonio, it could be your diet, but I'll tell you something. I'm no doctor, right? I'm no doctor, but I think everybody's kind of stinks. I think that's why the farts are so hilarious, because they smell and they make a funny noise. So I think you're all right. I think you're okay, Antonio. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. Just open a window. Open a window, or preferably if you feel one coming on, go outside and do it, and then come back in, and then Bob's your uncle. I'm built like an ice cream truck. Do you know, I've been called a lot in my days right here on YouTube, but I've never been called an ice cream truck before. So that's a first. Keela, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Hello, hello. It is 18 minutes past 10 in the morning. Do you want to see out my window? There's out my window. Raining again. This is really the first day of the kids' summer holidays here. And as I predicted, it's raining. It's raining. Yeah, so I'm piling my cream on. See, this is what I do. I just put my cream in my head like this. And it's really, really oily and stuff like that, but I keep it on, and then tonight I'll go for a shower and I'll wash it all off. That's what I'll do. Edge of ASMR, edge of ASMR. Edinburgh is beautiful. Edinburgh's posher than where my neck of the woods is. I'm in Glasgow, so Edinburgh's way posher. Oh, right, just put them out, that racist piece of... Put the racist out, please, someone. Ashley, she does. Edge of ASMR, how are you this morning? How are you this morning? Yes, Sophie likes hers like blue. I can't even watch. See when people are making steak and stuff like that, and they cut through it, and it's like that pink, and I can't do it. No, mine's just going to be like cremated steak. But it's really, I hear it's expensive stuff. Right, I'm going to put them out because we don't have there we go, I put them out. We don't have racist comments in the chat. That's what we definitely don't have. Anything like that in the chat at all. Guys, what's happening? It's only Thursday. it's only Thursday. It's too early for that kind of an ice cream truck, I get called. I don't know. Ice cream trucks are full of goodies. I'm taking it as a compliment now. I'm taking it as you're looking at me and you're thinking she is full to the brim with goodies and stuff like that. I'm taking that as a compliment. Delicious, that's right, Ashley. Delicious, maybe not very good on the outside, but in the inside it's all good. How about that? Eh? Yesterday somebody said my hands were huge. I don't think my hands are huge. I mean, I wear a size small glove. For goodness sakes. Don't know what's happening anyway. Whatever. People are just waiting for Aim to go live just to come on and slag them. I get slagged. ST, good morning to you. Good morning. So I am excited for my props coming today. I've got props coming. And I've got an idea in my head. I don't know. I'll tell you, right? I'll give you a sneak thing. In this doctor set. There's a pair of like a spider. I like spiders. Spiders don't bother me at all. There's a pair of like false teeth in it, right? That's all right, Bongo. That's okay. I don't mind spiders. I'm telling you. Um, so I'm going to try and figure some way to strap these false teeth onto my camera. I'm going to try, even if I've got to drill a hole in them, and I'm thinking of tying them in some sort of way so that the camera lens is there and you can see the teeth, so that I can be in your mouth like that. Tom, good morning, good morning. Thank you so much. Look, it's a butterfly. Anyway, do you know what? I'm probably more scared of butterflies. I didn't know I was scared of butterflies until I went to Butterfly Kingdom. And I was running about like a mad, going, like, screaming. But to be fair, a wasp had already spooked me. So I was already spooked. And then these big people were all standing with butterflies all over them, and I'm running about screaming like, there you are. Actually, no. Daniel, what do you mean I look mentally unstable? What kind of thing? Why is that? Why do I look mentally unstable? Honey, good morning, good morning. What is it about? Is it the hair? What is it about? Is it my tattoos? Maybe it's my tattoos. Maybe I just look crazy because of my tattoos, eh? I forget about them. I hope you're having a nice time in India. I hope it's nice weather for you, not too hot in India now. But probably will be it. Probably will. Here we've just got the usual Scottish weather, grey. That's our weather, just grey. Harley, baby, I don't know what it is then about me that makes me look mentally unstable. Maybe I am. And see if I am, what about it? Don't be mentally shaming folk. Don't be shaming people that have got mental problems. Straight off the bat, just come in and tell me that, eh? Just come in, ice cream truck. I've been caught. This live stream is something else this morning, isn't it? It must be just the time of day I come on. See, when I come on at this time, I get more trolls than what I do if I come on at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe people are just waiting before they go to their bed or what. Let's go and slag her. That'll make me feel better. I'll have sweet dreams. Ashley's all my range people, all my people with my ranges, are all. Edge of Versamar, I've got my cream on today. I've noticed that, see if I put this on once a week, I'll put it on in the morning, right, and I'll leave this all day, and then tonight I'll go for a shower and rinse it off. My scalp's been really good. It's not cleared. I thought it maybe clear up with the no alcohol. I've not had any alcohol. Do you know something I've realised? Wait, I tell you this. I have not bought a bottle of alcohol this whole year. Because see, the alcohol I was drinking was for Christmas presents that I hadn't even touched. But I started to get you on way that when I was pouring myself a drink, I couldn't even be bored with it, so I was just throwing it down the sink. And what is the point of buying it if you're just throwing it down the sink? So I mean that's about what 5 weeks or something. I'm not missing it at all. I'm not missing it in the slightest. My scalp has cleared up a bit, but it's not cleared up fully. Edge of ASMR. I think maybe the alcohol had something to do. I don't know. Maybe it's just going to take a while to get better, but this definitely helps us. You can only get this on prescription because see it is a strong steroid. So I put this on. I'll leave it on all day, and then tonight I'll wash it off. And my head's been great. What is going on this morning, Harley? Yeah, I just started. I didn't see before. I never had a drink for like 6 years or something like that. I hadn't touched any alcohol at all, and then I kind of fancied some, so I had it. And then I started to. I couldn't be bothered with it again. So what is the point of putting it in your body if you? I was just pouring it down the sink. So anyway, it's saving me money too because it's expensive stuff. But I have not bought a bottle of alcohol this year. Talking about that, can you remember the Christmas present I got? It was for Elena. A girl had sent me a bottle of my flavouring, right, for a Christmas present. And she said to me, don't open the package that I'm sending you because you'll know what it is, right? So I'm waiting on the Amazon delivery, and the guy stops and he walks right across my lawn, right? And I'm like, if somebody else would have went, if, excuse me, going to not walk on my lawn, but anyway, I just let him walk on it. I don't complain. As he was doing it, I'm standing at the gate and he's shouting, alcohol, alcohol for Linda, alcohol, like that. And I was kind of looking about and, shh, keep your voice down, do you know what I mean? Neighbours will be like, she's at it again. So anyway, I just went, aye, okay, like that. And then he said to me, is it for immediate consumption? I swear to God, I've never been asked that by a delivery driver. And I went, no, it's a Christmas present. Like, immediate consumption. I don't know if the guy was wanting me to go like that. Oh, I'm just about to crack it open. Do you want to come in and we'll have a wee drink together? Immediate, is it for immediate consumption? Christ, I can't wait to get it out the box, to get it down my neck, delivery driver. As soon as you walk away, it's opened and I'm down in this bottle. What the? Whose business is it he has? And it was, again, my brain, right? I just see these kind of situations, I've got nothing to say. Nothing. It takes my brain a while to kind of come round and think a comment to say, right, so this happens, and then I'm in the house and I'm going, I should have said to him, what business is it of yours if it's for immediate consumption or not? And would you keep your voice down when you're shouting, I've got alcohol? Jay Shy, good morning, good morning. I'm probably pronouncing your name wrong, but sorry about that, but thank you for coming in. Harley baby, I stopped the smoking and I took up cross stitching because I felt, see, I used to roll my cigarettes as well. You know, see if we didn't have much money, I would just roll my cigarettes. So you were always doing something with your hands, you know, when you were smoking. So I took up cross stitching, and not only did it give me something to do with my hands, mentally you've got to count every stitch. So take up something like that, even if it's like adult colouring or diamond painting or something like that. Take up something like that, and when you're feeling the urge, just get on and do that because it takes your mind off it completely. Plus, I did have the nicotine patches, and it was the 24-hour, and I was on them. I weaned myself down in them, but I kept the patch on overnight and everything because, see, as soon as I opened my eyes, it'd be a cigarette and a cup of coffee. That's what it would be. No matter what time, I'd wake up at 3 in the morning, I'd come in and I would have a cigarette and a cup of coffee, going to bed. After a bath, I'd have, you know, the whole time. I was a very heavy smoker. And then the thing that got me was I'd stopped smoking, and I'd stopped smoking for a good month or two anyway. And I got diagnosed with breast cancer. And I thought, God, I've stopped too late. But listen, I'm not going to blame the environment or anything else. It was the smoking that done it for me. Because as I said, I was smoking when I was in primary school. I was in primary 7, so that's what, 10, 11-year-old I was smoking. So that is back in the day. That was a cool thing to do. You felt you were an adult if you were doing it. Do you know what I mean? We were all spending our pocket money on cigarettes. In fact, we could go to a wee corner shop, right, and we could say to them, "Can I have a loose cigarette and a match?" I can't remember much it was, right, but he would get you a single cigarette and a match, and you know that was the world we lived in back in the day. So it was definitely the smoking that done it for me. Gina in the beautiful Philippines, good morning, good morning. That's what to do, I know, mind my mum. Me and my mum were having an argument one time, right? I was in the old house. I don't even know what it was about, right? But I was constantly cross-stitching because I loved it. And everybody had cross-stitching stuff in my family. I was just cross-stitching like mad. I loved doing it. And me and my mum were having an argument one time, and I'm cross-stitching, and she said, and you want to stop that cross-stitching because we've all been talking about how it's a problem. Right? And I went, oh, is that right? And I took all my cross-stitching stuff, I took it out of the cupboard that the ghost liked to hang about in, and I just launched it all in the cupboard like that. In you go. In, and that was it. Cross-stitching stopped. And a few months later, my mum went, listen, Hen, I'm really sorry about saying that about the cross-stitching. I wish you would start cross-stitching again. But I was over it by that time. By that time, I was like, I can't be bothered cross-stitching anymore, Mum. Imagine that, a pure cross-stitching problem. You know, no matter where you're going, driving the car, and like, oh, I need to cross-stitch. I need to do I need to cross-stitch this flour cheese, like that. A mad cross-stitching problem, my mum said I had, and the whole family were talking about it. I said to the girls, they went, we've never spoke about your cross-stitching, Mum, but that was my mother, because we were arguing and I was sitting cross-stitching at a time. And she just, I don't know if she never had an answer to what I had said, but that was her thing. You want to stop that cross-stitching, we've all been talking about it. Oh, right. Me in the corner, like, they want to buy some cross-stitching stuff. What colour of thread do you want? £2 for £1, £2 for £1. Aye. So me and my mum, we did the twos. That was one thing. Me and my mum could argue. I mean, we could really argue. See, we got older. See, when I was younger, they just kind of, our parents were strict, you know what I mean? You used to get a slap and stuff like that. But when I got older and there was no longer any slapping happening, it was just words. It was just me and my mum going at it, fighting and stuff like that. But we always made up. And it's the same in every family. Every family's exactly the same. We all fought. But the thing is, we still love each other. We can have these arguments, but my mum, she was feisty as hell. You've not even been to bed yet? Well, get to bed. Watch one of my ASMR videos and get to sleep. Megom, is that your name? Hello, hello. Ephron, yes, I know. Did I say good morning, Ephron? I hope I did, but good morning to you. Good morning. Aye, so that was it. I had a severe cross-stitching problem. Me standing up, can you imagine it? Imagine me going to a club and there was like a circle of people and we all had the same problem, and I had to stand up and tell everybody, hi, my name's Linda and I've got a severe cross-stitching problem, and everybody clapping at me. Sit down, Linda. And then the next person, I've got a knitting problem, me. And then the next person, I've got a diamond painting problem. We're all in this craft group that we've all got severe crafting problems. People going by and going, I don't go in there, by the way, they're all crazy. You know, folk are all sitting like pulling out their knitting going, I can't stand it any longer. Me with my cross stitching. Got to do it, I've got to. Aye, that was my mum. I don't know why she was bringing everybody, she brought everybody else into that fight though, do you know what I mean? The whole family, and I was like, oh, and then I was on the phone to the girls going, what you saying? Good morning, Miss Guy, good morning, good morning. Yeah, but see, me and my mum, we used to like fight back and forth, but that was a reply one time, was that the whole family had been like, it was like a, what do you call that? Intervention. And I can imagine them all saying, going, right, we all need to talk about Mum. Has anybody noticed the cross-stitching that she's been doing a lot? How many pictures have you got? 10? I've got 12 and you've got 14. That's a lot of cross-stitching that she's been having. We need to put our foot down with this. So anyway, I ended the cigarettes and I took up the cross-stitching. One habit for another, and that's what I've done. No, I've not. Do you know, I don't even, I think I've tried an Oreo once in my life or something like that. Tiny Fox, good morning, good morning. I love your name, I love foxes. Do you know, we've got a wee fox that we've not really seen it recently, but see as it starts getting autumn, this is why I love autumn as well. You'll see the wee foxes running across the road and stuff like that, it's so cute. And Peter came in one day and he went, I seen the fox and it had a cat in its mouth. I said, it'll be a baby fox. That's the day they carry their wee babies about. It'd be a fox with its wee baby. It wouldn't be a cat, son. If it was a cat in a fox's mouth, it'd be going meow like that. It'd be like a whole meowing thing. It'd be like scratch, scratch. But no, it was a wee baby. Anyway, guys, I'm going to go. I've got my ice cream van outside. I'm going to get in it. I'm going to get in my ice cream van with my cross stitching and just go to town today. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that. So I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Friday. We'll have the Friday feeling. Yes. I might give you a sneak peek in my props right tomorrow. See if I manage to do a setup with these false teeth. I'll let you. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I can make this work, because I think that would be an interesting video, that you're in the camera and there's a set of false teeth like that and I'm in about them. So I love you all so much, and thank you for coming in, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye, everybody.